Okay, so I'm gonna do a little reconstruction video. Mainly just thoughts though, because the reconstructions are pretty simple. Pretty basic solutions, just good turning. Okay, so here's the first scramble. First thing I seen was the 2 move V into L3 here. You just do L, B prime on green, and it just gives you that L3. So there's also one more solution, and it gives you L3 as well. So boom, 1, 2, 3 on yellow. It gives you this L3. I feel like that one's a little easier to mess up, so I'm glad I didn't do that in comp, because the other one's just 2 moves to an AUG. I miss-scrambled again. But yeah, so basically I just did the 2 move V solution, picked it up, boom, and then just dropped it. But yeah, so that was it for the first scramble.
Ashton, 4.
This is the second scramble here. First thing I saw when I picked it up, I saw that there's going to be a 2 move V here, and it gives you this case, which is what I ended up going for. So I started, picked it up, did that tip, reached back, did these 2 tips, did that, and then went boom, and then did the AUG. Before the solve, I told myself just do the solve, especially after seeing that solution. I was just like, okay, turn slow, smooth, and just execute it so you have a decent counting time. It ended up being 10.6 TPS. So, not very slow, but it was very smooth turning. So yeah, just this one. But yeah, so that was honestly just a great solution, great turning. Nothing really much to that. 10.6 TPS, so you can't really complain. Just a great solve overall. Yes. Okay, so I have the third scramble here, and basically before the solve, I was just telling myself just turn slow, get a decent time. Anything sub 2 would be great, so I could have 2 chances at getting a good average. So yeah, basically I was just looking for any solution that would work good. First thing I saw, I think, was on yellow, this 4 move V, which is pretty bad. I don't know if I turn that tip or not, it doesn't really matter. Okay, and then I saw green, had a 3 move V here. Didn't really like that L3 at all. So I ended up doing this on green. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. And then into this case with no AUF, no post AUF. I did miss a really good solution, and if you remember, this was RU, R prime, L prime. And what I missed on yellow, it's the same exact V, RU, L, R prime, L prime. But instead of doing that last L prime, you can just cancel into that last algorithm. So it basically just looked like, and it's very fast, very easy, pretty hard to mess up. I can consistently get like 1.3 on it. So it does suck that I missed that solution, even though it's the same exact V, but I can't really complain too much. So yeah, we'll move on to the next one. All right, so this is the 4th scramble. Before this solve, I just really wanted something not too bad, like a 2.3 or something, so I secured PR average, not have to worry about it. But as we know, that didn't happen. Maybe a little because my hands were literally shaking, but I locked in after that, so it didn't really matter. This scramble's pretty bad, even though it has this bar again. Really, only thing there is just like a 3 move insert there, 4 move insert there. Like nothing really good. I ended up just going with this 3 move insert, but in the back. So just did tips, went B like that, and then did the AUG. But I messed up somewhere in there because it looked a lot worse than it should have been. But yeah, there was one good solution here that I do not think me or anyone in the comp or anyone that would be competing would find. But it is an 8 move body, so yeah, I might as well show it. You just do this. I don't even know how I found this. I was just making this video earlier in the first take, and I saw this doing some random stuff, but it worked. So you just like do U, solve that edge for some reason. Boom, you bring this edge down to solve, and then you just kind of have an insert left, and the whole cube solves. So this one, I mean, it's honestly not very great to execute, but it would be, you would just do something like boom, boom, and it'd probably be like 1-6, 1-7. So yeah, not too bad. That's just a weird solution I don't think anyone would have found in comp. But yeah.
Yes! Yes! I fucking did it! Yes! Yes! What is that?
All right, here's the 5th and final scramble. Here you can see we have another one of these, like, you know, in every other scramble we've had. Here I think first thing I saw was red. You could back insert that green and you get this case, but that's pretty bad. What I saw and what I ended up going with was just a 2-move V. And you just go boom. Oh wait, what's that? Okay, 2-move V into this case, which is kind of terrible to be honest. Double AUF on that, and just, you know, not the best. Not the best. There was another solution, well, on yellow as well, and you just do these tips. Very good tips as well. These tips, do that. Like that, and then you just go into this AUG, which is the one I'm very good at, my favorite AUG. I was trying this, and I think I got 1-4 on it first try, and can consistently get 1-4s. So this one would just be like, so, and I got 1-7 on it. So if I didn't mess up those two, it would have been like gnar, but oh well. Can't really complain. Is still way better than what I had before. But yeah, my actual solution, I started off like this, did tips, boom, back and that, and then immediately went like that, and did that, did the AUG, and then tip and AUF at the same time. All right, so yeah, basically this move I've used in the past two sub 2 averages I've had, are my only 2 on the last solves, so this move is very useful. Keep that in mind, guys. But yeah, if I would have did this solution, boom, it would have been great, but it's fine. I did what I needed to do. Found a solution I turned good enough to get a good average, so I'm happy about that. All right, so final thoughts. This is still just crazy to me, just to be, especially that drop. That drop is so crazy to me. I thought maybe I could get this average one day, just not the round after I got sub 2. I guess the mental barrier was broken, because to be honest, if I didn't have sub 2, I think I would have psyched myself out a lot. But yeah. Yeah, this is still just crazy. 13th in the world. It's finally better than my clock peak ranking, which I'm proud of. I did not like that. But yeah, I also wanted to shout out somebody who's been there along the whole journey, who's helped me through the whole way, pushed me, coached me, pushed me past my limits, bullied me into learning new AUGs, getting better, using different moves. Keon Wilson. He's made me, he's put me here today at 13th in the world. All because of him, I'm here. If it wasn't for him, I'd probably be trying to get sub 3. I'd be at 3 flat trying to get sub 3. Like, yeah, Keon's really just, yeah, I can't put into words how much he's done. So yeah, thank you, Keon. You're the GOAT. And thank you to all the people outside, especially in the Southeast, who supported me through the sub 2 journey in general. Because the fact that took a year and a half, it became a meme and stuff in the Southeast. The fact that I just couldn't get sub 2, and all the support along the way. You know, I'm very thankful for all that. You know, I'm glad I'm just glad I could finally ring something out, you know, finally perform. I also wanted to say shout out to Kerry Creech, Kevin Min, and Keon, again Keon, for all PRing. Keon did PR in finals instead of that round, but PR's PR. We all like that. So, and Kevin, congrats to Kevin. He got sub 2 after a few years of trying. He got 194, and he actually tied it again in finals. So that is big ups. That is great. He probably broke that mental barrier too. Let's see, who knows what he could do next. And Carrie, you know, just Carrie, you know, casual 167 average. Like, he's just, congrats to all of them for, you know, breaking PRs, you know, breaking barriers. I think it was like 2 years for Carrie almost, so yeah. Congrats to all y'all, everybody. Honestly, I'm pretty sure all of us have been like 2 years almost. Yeah, it was like 1.5 years we were trying to break PRs and barriers. That's crazy, we all did it in the same comp. The scrambles weren't that easy. They were. But we took advantage of them, you know? We just used what we got. But yeah, other than that, I'm just glad I was able to finally not, you know, lock up, drop the cube, U2, table +2, any of that out of, you know, what I usually do out of sub 2. So I'm glad that worked. Like in finals, whenever I dropped the cube out of 1.8 average, something. But yeah, other than that, thank y'all. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be up there in the world, and I gotta get some more results for y'all. So I gotta prove it's not a fluke, because it's not. I gotta lock in now. All right, see ya. More to come.